Welcome back to Stories Untold, where we get our last session to see what this whole overarching story was about. Okay, we saw this intro now for the fourth time we're seeing it.
I think that's enough of that for now.
That was what I thought. Okay.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Yeah. I wanted to play the fourth episode of it. I can't look around yet.
Let's get you down to the observation room.
Ah, I'm in a wheelchair. Ah, I'm in a hospital and I'm watching the show in the thing.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry.
More like a horror game.
Eventually. Just in here.
Oh, we're having an interview now.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Okay. So we did wake up and we're here now. So I assume this is what's interesting to me.
Mr. Asian, are you ready?
Nope.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Whoa, that was a generous hitbox.
12, 19,
I clicked
86,
yeah.
23, new session entry. We have
Same subject
Dr.
number.
Alexander leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Do we remember the real thing now?
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Okay. Weird station
In your
thing.
most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma.
Yes.
We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James.
Oh.
It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
5610 FM. Have to click a few million times, but we'll be getting there shortly.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Report.
This is 20F. 12. 19. 86.
Ooh.
23.
Awesome.
0,
Shut up.
4.
I'm reading the police report now. Oh god, not turning around. As always, these wobbles are difficult. Wobble things. I hate them. So the Walls and the police department road traffic accident report file. Okay, we need to zoom in more. Fatal accident 20F. Accident 20F, fatal accident, James Asian. 1 Wayview Drive, Pewterbridge. Report of traffic accident on the 20th of March, 86. 2022, 5 past 10 p.m. Pleasant Hill Forest Road, there was the accident. 2 vehicles involved. So that's driver 1 information, station wagon white, and we survived. Charles Hennings, the other person, he was deceased and died. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical conditions from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. So the other one is an ex-police officer. And I had a passenger inside, but my sister died. Oh god, it's my fault, isn't it? Everything else is empty. So 20F, fatal accident. 20F, fatal accident. Next one. What's also circled? Empty whiskey. Empty whiskey. You can write it like I wrote it. Yeah, it's also the way they shows here. But you can write whiskey in another way. Out of control. Wait, was it all written big? Oh, empty whiskey too. Let's assume it doesn't matter. "20F fatal accident" was wrong already. Everything is big. Okay. Fatal accident. Empty whiskey. Out of control. Put off control. Great. Out of control. That way. Searching.
Find the signal, James. Listen to
Audio
the voices.
archive reporting officer.
You have to face it, James.
Officer Williams, NS1.
Finally.
7000 FM. Here it is.
At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband, he was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
I have something to hide. Great. This doesn't make sense to you. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Yeah, because it's 480p or 640p or something like that. Okay, this is where we have all of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. Yeah, no, it's the 4th. I still can't run. Driving home? Don't have that 5th pinned. No, don't have the first one either if you want to drive. First steps to recovery. Home care, travel, and wow, it's blurry. That's not great. I think you tense up. Someone else is here. Yeah. I can even go inside there. It's a fire alarm. Yeah, let's go in there. Let's try to remember what happened. There.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Oh god. We didn't save them because we had to set up the whiskey thing so the officer get blamed. Because I was the drunk one. Grab the keys from the table. They were heavy in your hands. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I assume the keys go to that door to the right. You've spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. Yep, it is. Yeah, we just opened this door to... You only caught a glimpse of this room. You guess that's why there's no detail here. Okay. Another door you never opened. You don't know what was in there. But this. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. Thank you, game. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident.
Oh no, we have to perform CPR on us.
Defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Amp charge full to 10 and give me
100 joules. Charge amp full to 10.
100 joules. Where am I giving 100 joules? Ah, here.
Come on.
Wrong wave.
Clear.
Yeah.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Yeah. This is the hospital.
Joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear.
They are trying to reanimate me.
Some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
360.
Come on, 360, hurry. Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
X-ray?
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Are we getting an X-ray?
It looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
Oh god, the drill.
The drill, please. Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps.
They are drilling up my head.
Alleviate some of this discomfort.
You have to do this if there's too much pressure in your brain. Then you have to put a hole into it. I don't think that feels nice. Oh, we're at our house again. Ah, and the faces are like normal again. The horror house. It's now getting red and stuff. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Room is full of shitty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Open door. Go to hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. Oh, this is the start of the accident. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are bent on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go up. As much as you'd love to, you promise you'd stay downstairs with the party. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table and the party is full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Eat. I can't eat it. Okay, look around. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also Jen is here signaling you. Read. Writing. Happy New Year 1986? On another banner. Weird place to hang it. Go to Jen. Gluck. That wasn't supposed to be an enter. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug, you're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. No. You tell her you're not having fun. She frowns. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks to get her a drink. Get drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself too. No. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Nope. You tell her no, that as usual everything is last minute. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you, you're going to miss her. She walks away. Yen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. No. Drink. You pour down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Go to utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You have earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room about you. There must be hundreds, not thousands of pounds worth of drinks in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Go to kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go to Dad. Go to Dad. Dad. Talk to Dad. He tells you he's proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Look around. Busy, noisy still. Need to find somewhere quieter. Go to hallway. Go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Look at Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Talk to Jen. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Talk to Jen. Sorry, I don't understand. Go to Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What? That's what? But what is this way, isn't it? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Go to car.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand.
I'm sorry, I don't
I'm
understand.
afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Yeah, because I fucked up. You're standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks you if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. No. Talk to Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. No. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Talk to Mom. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Oh, we're not in America. Interesting. Look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look at table? Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Look at cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely no keys in there. Look at jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pockets. You grab both. Go to hallway. Because I'm stupid and I'm drinking and driving. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. I'm not. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? No. Go out. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Go to car. You fumble with the car's handle, confused, until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Unlock car. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. It's not a good time to drive if you can't open the car. The car is freezing as you fumble around with your seatbelt. Your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Read note. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." The car is freezing. Both you and Jan have your seatbelts on and are ready to go. It's time to go. 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 South. Turn on car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding keys in. Are you stupid? Use keys on car. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. In the first part of the game, he did have trouble with the syntax, use something on something. But okay, turn keys. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Go. Drive. The car squeals but stays stationary. Gensolas releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Release. Brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Drive, finally. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. No, I shouldn't. I am driving, very drunk, on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. It is left or right? You can't remember. Left. Go left. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen. Talk to Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left, of course it's left. I wanted to go left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in the chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Faster. Faster. Go faster. I went faster, didn't I?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you, "Crazy sister." Strange, there's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Brake. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car, the outside joins the inside.
James, for
the whole
fuck's
world
sake,
around
pull
you begins
over.
to scream. Yeah, and that's how the accident happened. And then I poured the whiskey.
Wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister. Your parents. Yourself. And then you made it worse.
Yeah. I took the whiskey and poured it
Show us what you did.
over the police officer in the other car. You wake up in the car, your world is upside down, your seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole into the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger, you have to get out of here. I want to go out with the help of them. Okay. Unbuckle. Ugh. Unbuckle. Remove seatbelt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Go out. open door. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest, your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Use whiskey on Guy. Yes, good James. What exactly do you want to do with the whiskey? Pour on Guy. What good is pouring it out here doing to do, James? You still have the bottle. Put whiskey in blue car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of the sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents into the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surrounds you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people are staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look at figure. The silhouette is a police officer in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Go to officer. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at it.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember.
Remember,
it was all your fault.
It was all my fault.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
It's all my fault.
Say it. Tell them.
Something familiar about this bed. What did they do to you?
Listen to yourself.
Okay, it doesn't work.
End, James.
It has to end. Yeah, I'm going back to the room.
Do not understand.
Yeah, I want to tell them what happened.
This episode you're having must come to an end.
I turned it off.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Back to the show. Okay, and that was Stories Untold. Und yeah, nice little short game. Some interesting stuff, like first the disconnected episodes that had not really something to do with each other, and then like the overall arc putting everything together again was nice. I like that. Yeah, was a nice game. So this episode today came out at 9 o'clock. At 8 o'clock GMT instead of 9 o'clock, because at 9 o'clock the first episode of Ori and the Blind Forest will air, because I want to play that through, so we are ready for Ori and the Will of Wisps when it comes out on the 11th of March. So feel free to turn in, and see you then. Have a nice day.